In Better Food today, we're talking tomatoes.
Yeah, it's really the best time of the year to get them fresh from your farm stand or even your own backyard.
And today, Barry Jesserun and Kayla Dunsmore of the Vanilla Bean Cafe in Pomfret are in our Better Kitchen to show us a way that you can enjoy those native tomatoes. And we're incorporating fresh basil, which a lot of people might have growing in their gardens as well. So this is a really farmer's market sandwich we can make.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'm going to be doing fresh basil. We're making a fresh basil pesto.
Ooh, yeah.
We're doing this one without cheese and without nuts for people that have allergies.
Oh, so if they're dairy-free.
Right.
Now that's
so
a lot of basil. It's almost like you need a lot there. But it's almost like if you're making, if you're used to making a regular pesto and using spinach or something, it's sort of the same thing.
But it all turns down to a very small amount. It's
olive oil?
Kind of amazing.
So you really need a lot when you go to the grocery store.
When you do that, you need a big amount. This is 6 cups of basil that we put in here.
Yeah.
And then it turns down to a very small amount after that. So just got to remember how this thing works. And get it going.
Oh, that's wonderful. So you guys are celebrating 30 years, is that right?
Yeah, August 26th is our celebration date. It'll be 30 years we've opened. Since then, we started with a little 16-seat restaurant and have grown it over the years to be 90 seats inside and about 60 seats outside. And it's just, it's been doing well ever since we opened. And so we've actually opened 3 other restaurants in our area, too, since we started. And it's just a lot of fun in this business.
Ah, all right. So Kayla's already starting to make the sandwich with the pesto. That would be. So is this one of the most popular items that people order, Kayla?
It is, especially this time of year. You really can't beat the flavor profile that the Heirloom Tomatoes brings. And we get a really nice cheese from Shelbourne Farms up in Vermont. It's a 1-year-aged cheddar, and it just melds beautifully together.
So cheddar's your favorite, but can you do any cheese with this?
You can,
sandwich?
yep. It's very popular with mozzarella. You see that like caprese
Yeah,
style,
super yummy.
We prefer the cheddar. Cheddar is better.
Okay.
Cheddar's better.
It's got a different flavor profile that sits with it, the aged cheddar, and it's got a little bit of saltiness that really blends well with the texture in the tomatoes. And heirloom tomatoes, you should know this about them, is they tend to be sweeter.
Yes, like if you see it at a restaurant, I never knew what the big deal is other than they're so much better when they say heirloom tomatoes. What exactly is the difference? That's an heirloom tomato right there, right?
So an heirloom tomato is just an old seed tomato. It's a lot of the stuff you see in supermarkets these days is actually from a mutation. So the tomato being red is a mutation, and part of that mutation, they can be all different colors. They can be yellow, they can be green, they can be dark purple, right? So a lot of your heirlooms are that. But with the red one, it makes less natural sugar.
Okay.
But at the same time, it has less shelf life on the supermarket. So they're not really liked well in the supermarket. But when it's tomato season, you can find them at farm stands and stuff like that. But they just won't last as long.
So look for the heirloom tomatoes.
Well, and like places like Comstock Ferry, if people have gone there in Wethersfield, they have a lot of heirloom seeds. So I'm sure you can get some great tomato seeds.
Absolutely.
Are they easy to grow in your own garden, an heirloom tomato?
I think they grow just as easily as other tomatoes.
Yep.
Okay.
Support them properly. We use Treehouse Farms, which is right in Woodstock, to source our heirloom tomatoes. They do a good job.
Yeah. So there's your pesto. Now, if you had all these wonderful ingredients. The pesto at the restaurant calls for mayo. The only reason he didn't add it is because Julie has joined the Better staff. She's a mayo disliker too. So it's like Scott's really here. So,
yeah, all right.
But so he chose not to put the mayo in for us. But actually, on the version of the sandwich, the mayo is there as a base of the pesto, right?
Yes, it is. And this pesto, you can add nuts and you can add cheese to it to flesh it out a little bit more. The reason we make it this way at the restaurant is we do actually take care of a lot of people with food allergies. And so we try and make sure that the things we make are going to be good for those customers.
I love you've got these little coffee cups here for the 30th anniversary, but to bean or not to bean? Is it really a question? Nice fun pun on all that. So if people are out in Pomfret, out in the quiet corner, it's just a really beautiful spot to come have a great cup of coffee or fresh sandwiches.
Yeah, we're a destination. We have been for a while. We're on the scenic Route 169, which is the state's longest scenic highway.
Okay.
It's also one of the nation's top 10 scenic byways, which is
really?
Yeah, it was first designated that the year we opened, which was great. So we've got a lot of tourism business from that. And it's quintessential New England. That corner of the state is just, you drive out there and you go, man, I'm in New England. And we're built into an old barn on the corner in this small country town, and it's just the right thing in the right place, and people stop and they go, yeah.
Picturesque, which is why you've been around for 30 years. The other thing that Julie and I are both noticing is these are pretty incredible melons. The carvings there, and this is done by someone on your staff?
Yes, one of our favorites. Her name is Tuk. She's originally from Thailand. And she's
look at that. Beautiful.
Many places around the world and settled in right in Hampton, neighboring town. So
does
she's now
she-
been working for us for about 4 years.
How does she get all those little details in there?
She's very meticulous in many ways. That's why our offer is so consistent. She definitely, helps keep things exactly the way they're supposed to be, and she's very patient.
Well, the sandwiches look delicious, and again, the Vanilla Bean Cafe is celebrating 30 years, so take that beautiful scenic highway. Here's, you can sit outside, you can go inside, it was so nice. So maybe you want to take a road trip, stop by in August to enjoy some of these special anniversary specials.
Yeah, we're going to be doing $5, no, it's actually $6 lunch specials all day on the 26th. Normally our specials range between like $11 and $15, but all day that day they're going to be $6. We're also doing free anniversary cake, which is made by a local bakery, by a guy who actually used to work for us.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
So that's going on.
And the address in Pomfret, and to check out the menus, head to thevanillabeancafe.com.
Yeah, thank you both.